Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I am sharing a what's for dinner. I have 3 dinner ideas and 1 really easy air fryer dessert that I think you guys are gonna like. If you like this video, please remember to leave it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I post these pretty regular along with cleaning and motherhood related content, so I'd love it if you joined us. Before we hop in, I also want to thank Elect Homes for sponsoring today's video. I am so excited to be sharing this brand new air fryer with y'all. If you don't have an air fryer, you are missing out. There are so many things you can do in them. I get questions all the time if they are worth the hype, and yes, in my opinion, they absolutely are. They're fast and you don't have to heat up your kitchen. There's no oil required, so it's a lot healthier being able to eat fried food without the oil. And you can do anything from fries to seafood to desserts, one of which you will see at the end of the video. We're going to be making some air fryer candy bars, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, we use our air fryer for everything. They will change your life. This particular one has a 6.3 quart basket. It has a digital screen, which I really like the look of. There's no turn dials. It's FDA approved and BPA free, and it's also non-stick and dishwasher safe, so it makes for really easy cleanup. This air fryer normally runs $119. However, they have a code going on right now that's going to give you 40% off, making the air fryer $71.99. You'll get a free accessory kit and a book that contains 120 air fryer recipes, and that code is going to last through September 15th. I'll have the link in the code down below, so make sure that you check it out. First up, we're going to be making this air fryer chicken recipe that actually came from PAULA DEEN. So if I can find a link for it, I'll put it down below. But it's so easy, you probably honestly don't even need to look at the recipe. So I'm taking 3 eggs and I'm going to scramble those together. And then next I'm taking some panko breadcrumbs and I'm putting just a little bit in the bottom of a dish. We're going to take 1 packet of Lipton onion soup mix, pour that in, give it a really good stir so that everything is combined, and then we're going to take some chicken breast. We're going to cut them in half and tenderize them, and then we're going to dip them in the egg and then into that panko and Lipton onion soup mixture, and then that's pretty much all it is. And then you're going to pop it into the air fryer for 10 minutes, and then we actually ended up doing it about 20 minutes total just because our chicken was still a little bit frozen, so it took a little bit longer for our chicken to cook. But yeah, this is a really easy recipe and this chicken was phenomenal. We will definitely be making this again. So this basket is non-stick, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to spray a little bit of olive oil on the bottom to prevent my chicken from sticking. With the egg mixture and everything, I really just did not want to chance it. And then I'm just taking the rest of those breadcrumbs and placing those on top of the chicken. And we're going to set this on 325 for 10 minutes. And then like I said, we did have to go back and cook it for an additional 10 minutes just because our chicken was still frozen, so it took a little bit longer for ours to cook. And y'all, this air fryer is so quiet, you can barely hear it. Our old one was really loud. It was louder than the microwave, but this one is so quiet you can barely even tell that it's on. And in a second, I'm going to play a clip for you guys so you can actually hear it. It sounds louder on camera, but just know that it is a lot quieter in person. So once the chicken was done, I just cooked some of this rice cauliflower. I got this big bag at Sam's Club. Inside of the bag, there are individual steamable bags that you can just pop into the microwave. So I'm gonna pop one of those into the microwave and just cook it according to the directions on the bag. And then I'll just heat up some green beans and that will be it. So in my cauliflower, I'm putting some butter, salt, and pepper, and that's pretty much it. And we're just gonna give that a stir to get the butter melted. And that is it, y'all. This was so good. This chicken was phenomenal. It was tender and just had a lot of flavor, so we will definitely be making this again. The next thing we're going to be making are these cabbage rolls. So the first thing that you want to do is take your head of cabbage and boil it just enough to soften up the leaves so that you're able to pull them away. In a separate pot, we have some fresh tomatoes that we have cut up. In there, we're adding some celery, bell pepper, and onion, and then some minced garlic, some salt and pepper. And we didn't realize it right now, but you'll see in a minute we go back and add some spaghetti sauce. And it needed a little bit more than what we had, and we didn't have any more tomatoes or tomato sauce. So we just added in a jar of spaghetti sauce. But while that is simmering, I'm taking 1 pound of ground beef. This is 90-10 ground beef, and we're gonna add in an egg, 1 cup of rice, some salt and pepper, and then we are going to mix all of that together really well. And this is gonna be the filling for our cabbage rolls. So here's where I'm going to add in that jar of pasta sauce, and then we're just going to give that a stir. So now for assembling the cabbage rolls, you're going to take your cabbage leaves, you're going to pull them away carefully so that you don't tear the leaves. However, if you do tear them, it's not a big deal. They don't have to be perfect, just as long as you can get your meat mixture inside and wrapped in so that it's not going to fall out. So the next thing I'm going to do once I have my leaf pulled away, I'm going to take and cut out that thick white part that makes it hard to roll up the cabbage roll. And you'll get down to about the part where it starts turning white and the leaves are starting to get a little bit harder to pull away. You can just stop there. So now to fill the cabbage, we're just going to take our ground beef mixture, and I'm using a cookie scoop, and we're just going to place that onto the cabbage. I have my cabbage leaf turned long ways so that whenever I roll it, I can roll it up like a burrito and fold in the sides. And then I'm just taking a toothpick to hold them in place. Okay, so once you have them all rolled, you're just going to take and place those down into the tomato sauce. It was a little bit of a tight fit for me, but I managed to get them all in there. So you just want to make sure they're down in there. We're going to place the lid on and let these simmer. And here's what they look like. They don't really look the best, but they are a really good one dish meal. Next up, we're going to be making some barbecue chicken. I'm using chicken thighs today. For a side, I'm going to use this Knorr cheddar broccoli rice, and I'm going to go ahead and cook that according to the package directions. So I took about 6 chicken thighs out. That's just the amount that works for our family. Of course, if you have a larger family, then by all means you can cook more. So I'm going to take the rest and put those into the freezer, and we'll have those for another meal later. To season these up, I'm putting some salt and pepper, garlic, and onion powder. And I'm just going to place these onto my cast iron grill pan that you can use on the stovetop. If I can find it, I will be sure to link it down below. And we just cooked the chicken on both sides until it was done, and then once it was done, we went back over it with some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce and put that on both sides. So we just had cheddar broccoli rice with it, with a side salad that we had chopped up in the refrigerator, and yeast rolls. And that is it for this meal. We're not usually a fan of chicken thighs, but these were actually really good. So now for our air fryer candy bars. You're gonna need some crescent rolls and some mini candy bars of your choice. These are the ones that we're gonna use. So pretty much what you're gonna do is unroll your crescent rolls, and you're gonna take and place 1 to 2 candy bars depending on how big they are. These are a little small, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in 2, and you're just gonna roll those up. Once I have them rolled, I'm going to take the egg wash and put that on both sides, and then we're going to pop these in the air fryer for 7 minutes. And that is all for these air fryer candy bars. They are so easy. Definitely check out Alec Holmes. I'll have their link and a discount code down below that is good until the 15th, so make sure that you check it out. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.